Hi everyone, it's Carrie, aka Nerdy Girl Crates, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is Manga Monday Reviews, and we're going to take a look at a pretty new manga. There's only 3 volumes out on the market right now, and it's called Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. Story is written by Haro Aso, and the art is by Kotaro Takata. I apologize if I said that wrong. And it's published by Viz Media. Now, to be honest with you, I've been kind of getting tired of the whole zombie storyline. It's been kind of getting played out. You've got everything from multiple spin-offs of The Walking Dead now, and it just feels like, okay, it's time to move on to something else. But I have to say, this story has a new, fresh take on the zombie scene. If you're looking for something a little more humorous, I would recommend this. Though it doesn't play down the dangers of a zombie apocalypse, it's really, really good, and it just keeps me very involved in it. The story focuses on Akira Tendo. He is a 24-year-old, and 3 years prior to the event, you see him just graduating college, and he finally gets the opportunity to work for this big corporation, and he's excited about it. He cannot wait to start his career. Well, 3 years later, you find out that this job is not what he was expecting, and it's pretty much takes advantage of their employees. And poor Akira spends most of his time at his job. He never really gets to go home much. He lives, breathes, work, and he's literally become a zombie in a way. He has not been able to have a personal life. He's not been able to clean his apartment. He has not been able to see his family, go on vacation. No, he's constantly at this job. He's verbally abused on a regular basis, and the only saving grace for him there is this one really pretty coworker who unfortunately is the side piece for his boss. Well, one day Akira wakes up and he's getting all ready to go to work. He's pretty much in zombie mode, shower, eats, dress. And as he heads out, he realizes a zombie apocalypse has broken out. Now, he turns on the news, he sees everybody in panic, racing, running, screaming, blood-curdling screams, bodies everywhere, zombies on the attack. And Akira's first response is, I don't have to go to work anymore. Which, if you think about the type of situation he was in, which was very abusive and took a real toll on his mentality, you can understand where he's coming from. I'm sure there was a lot of people during this whole recent pandemic who felt that way. But he decides, now that he's free from his job, he's going to make a bucket list of everything he wasn't able to do during those 3 years. And he is going to fulfill them. A lot of them seem a little bit maybe achievable, but there's a lot on there. I can't wait to see how he's going to get this done. So he happily skips through Tokyo while avoiding getting bitten by zombies, and he has pretty much resigned himself to he's got to finish this bucket list before he gets killed or turned into one. And he rescues his best friend from college from a situation, convinces him to help him out on his bucket list, and they run across a girl who is pretty much your typical zombie movie survivalist character. She has set up rules to how to survive. She is trying to get all the correct supplies, and she keeps running into Akira. And she sees Akira, most of the time he is buying stuff like beer and They're stealing a big screen television. I don't know if you call it stealing anymore since there's nobody there to arrest you. She's kind of like confused about this behavior, and she kind of like tells him off on a regular basis. Well, things happen and she ends up having to join his little group. And I said there's only 3 volumes, so 4 hasn't come out yet. I think it comes out in November. But he is determined to cross off the stuff on his bucket list. And it's kind of funny, because if you think about it, if you were ever in that kind of situation where you had a job where you rarely got to see home, or you rarely got to go out, you lost connections with friends and family because of it, to break free of it suddenly, it's like you're just more happy about that. You're not really aware of what's going on outside of that. You're just like, I am free. And I'm sure there's a lot of us who've been in situations where we walked away from a job and you're all like, yes. So it's funny, but at the same point, it doesn't downplay the seriousness of the situation. I mean, there's times Akira is reminded just how dangerous things are now. But he is, as I said earlier, determined to live life to the fullest. I like the art designs in this comic. It kind of like fits the atmosphere of what's going on. Your zombies still look like terrifying zombies. They're not like cartoony or, played to be less serious. And to just see this one character who's smiling and bouncing through all of it, it's kind of like a nice balance. Like, you're like, well, dude, there's like zombies and they're going to freaking eat you. Wake up. And he's just happily going his way. So they kind of give him like these expressive features, and it's not like over the top like you've seen in some mangas. It's a nice balance between comedic art and serious horror art. Also, like his companions, it's nice to have somebody there who's actually serious about the situation. His best friend, I would say, is aware of it, but at the same time, his best friend's always had like this playboy lifestyle. He's been always extremely good looking, never had a problem with the ladies, which also gets played on a lot in this series, where poor Akira is still struggling to get a girl to notice him. But he's also well aware of like how dangerous things are. Like, they've run into people where they're pretty much taking advantage of the situation that's at hand, and Kira finds himself in situations and his friends captured, and he's got to break out of it. But that's when the third character comes into play, and her name is like just completely gone from my head. She I said, is the typical survivalist character in a zombie movie or TV show. She is your Michonne, your Daryl. She is always there to remind Akira, we're not on a vacation. There is a zombie apocalypse at hand, and there are people in the zombie apocalypse who are going to see this situation as a free-for-all, and they will not hesitate to hurt or kill people. So you do have that balance there to remind him of what's really going on. I cannot wait for volume 4, because the story is going to expand past just the city limits of Tokyo. So I can't wait to see what happens once they leave Tokyo. I would highly recommend this book. If you have not read Zom 100, I would suggest picking it up. I found the first volume when I was at Barnes & Noble. I did get the second and third volume on Amazon, and I know Right Stuff has them too, but I think 1 or 2 is right now out of stock because of this whole situation going on. But I would recommend picking it up. I also wanted to give you an update. Friday I was supposed to do Indie Friday, but there was some technical issues. It seems like in my area, when bad rainstorms hit, it messes with my Wi-Fi and my electricity. I don't know why. It could be because I'm up in the country. So what I'm going to do is for next Friday, I'm going to make it up. I'm going to do like a 3-volume review of Graveyard Shift. I was originally just going to do volume 3, but I did get the graphic novel that contains volume 1 and 2. So I thought, let's just do like all 3 at once for Indie Friday. So be on the lookout for that. So tell me, have you read Zom 100? Do you like it? Do you recommend it? Do you hate it? Tell me why. Go ahead and comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.